Welcome to Firearms of America. Today, as you guys can see, I'm out here at Shooters in Fort Myers, Florida, about to do the review of another Walther. Haven't had a Walther on this channel for a while, so very excited. Today I have a Walther SSR, no actually CCP M2, chambered in 380 auto 3.3 inch barrel. What is it, 3.3 or 3.5? 3.5 actually, 3.5 inch barrel. We got 8 capacity in the magazine, single stack magazine. Let's put some rounds through it and see what this thing can do. Now, as you can see, the magazine is not numbered, but nicely windowed. Only 7 windows though. Okay, so let's put some 5 rounds to it. Very easy to load the magazine. I do like it. Now, you probably, when you first load it, you'll be like, oh, wait a second, what's going on? There's a gap in the back. Yes, it's supposed to be there because you do have the follower, the part of the follower sticking. So don't pay attention to this gap. It's normal. Okay, so let's see what we got. We got that white area up here is nicely untouched, so we're gonna touch it. Yes, very easy to rack. Excellent grip. We will talk about everything in detail. Let me do some shooting first. Okay, so didn't lag back on the last round. Oh, look at this, all the smoke. Man, I love that. Look, it keeps on smoking this thing. That's it. Okay, so let's start with the grip. Now the grip, as you can see, I mean, I love the ergonomics of this grip. It's has my favorite finger grooves. Check this out. And actually, not only the finger grooves, but you also can see kind of these lines going. This design, I mean, is just fantastic. It feels great in your hand. And overall, the laser, this stippling, it's laser work, but I think it's very close to an actual real hand stippling because it does have plenty of aggression, and you have the same pattern going at the back. You have the same pattern going at the front, and even a little bit on this pinky extension on the magazine. Now, speaking of the magazine, mag release, surprisingly, you probably noticed this is not your standard European mag release, which is honestly very surprising. Usually you have a very cool European mag release on Walthers. No, this time they decided to go with a regular one, and actually it's not ambidextrous, but it does look like it is ambidextrous, but it's not. So you have only on this side, and I do like this button. Is not very extended. I kind of wish that there was some stippling on it just to kind of catch it a little bit faster. Which is not a big deal. You can do it yourself, you know what I'm saying? Now, moving further, speaking of the serrations and aggression, all that sort of stuff, you do have some on the front of the trigger guard. So if you do like this kind of grip, you can definitely implement it here. Speaking of the trigger guard, as you can see, it has a very interesting, okay, we're gonna say very interesting kind of design shape going throughout the whole thing. You probably noticed your standard 1913 Picatinny rail accessory rail at the very front for your lasers, flash lights. I don't know what else you can put on there, smoke machine, whatever you like at the front. So let's put some few more rounds through this gun, and then we will talk about the slide release, and the safety. Okay, so let's see if I can hit those flappy pedals. This is 380, 3.5 inch barrel. I probably won't, but do my best. I'll try, see if I can do it. Yes, barely. Well, I was able to hit it once. So let's talk about the slide. Now, you have your signature Walther slide shape, as you can see. Of course, can't miss it, right? You do have some serrations at the back. Wow, this gun is so smoky. Check this out. Just look at this. It's like cover of a magazine type of handgun, you know? It's not only it looks like a cover of a magazine type of handgun, but it also smokes like a cover of a magazine handgun. Anyway, okay. So you have your serrations at the back, you have your serrations at the front. Very aggressive. I do like it very much. So very easy to get a catch on this, whether you do it at the back or you do it at the front. Now the slide release is this little thing right here. It's more of a slide stop than a slide release. I kind of wish it was one-hand operation, but you know what, let me just double check, because sometimes you might have, if there is a round in there. Yes, so it is a one-hand operation, but it's more designed to be a slide stop rather than the slide release per se. Okay, so not much of extension here, very similar to a Glock. I mean, it kind of looks like Glock slide release even. So you can't really use it as much for thumb rest whenever you're shooting, but this little safety you can actually use as the thumb rest. So it does have a very nice kind of extension to it, so you can actually catch on it when you're shooting. And let's speak about the safety features on this handgun, because there's quite a few of them here. So first of all, you have your manual safety switch. Have it racked, locked in place, and there we go. Nothing is happening. And I actually do like this manual safety. Can't speak today. This manual safety is good designed because that's how you really want it to be, okay? I know a lot of people don't like the manual safety on the handguns at all, but...
Sorry, could you say that again?
I said...
Sorry.
Shut up. I said a lot of people don't like to have safety on the freaking handguns, okay? But if you do have it, this is the one that is the best out there. It flips up to engage, and it flips down to disengage, and it's supposed to be very easy, very quick disengagement. And here, I mean, it's really as fast as you can be. So you can taking out your gun, as you're pointing, the safety is already disengaged. Just make sure you practice that move of disengaging the safety as you are drawing your gun. Just kind of a safety, not safety, but tactical combat tip out there, because your situation, you want to make sure that you're quick with it, and this is part of the process. Anyway, but there's another safety feature on this handgun. Yes, it's a racked gun indicator, not the loaded chamber, racked gun. So right now it's not racked, as you can see, nothing in particular going on. But as soon as I rack it, check this out, we have this red little circle. Now again, there's nothing in the chamber, but this still shows that the gun is in rack position, which is great. I do like it quite a lot, and now it is gone. So let's put just a few more rounds through this pistol. Actually, you know what? I'll try with some flappy paddles again. Three rounds. I'll probably embarrass myself and not hit them at all, but why not? Why not? And then we will talk about the sights, and we'll talk about the trigger, and then we'll finish up the review with a conclusion. So I'll try to concentrate on this trigger a little bit more as I'm shooting it. Missed all three of them. All right, so let's talk about the sights. Okay, the sights. As you can see, your standard 3-dot sight, very easy to adjust to. Still not able to hit the target, but that's just me. It's a terrible shooter, that's why it's that way. But very nice sights, very easy, nothing crazy. The rear sight is actually adjustable. The front sight is fixed. Now let's talk about the trigger. We have nothing in the chamber, and check this out. So we have about very short, maybe like a millimeter, maybe 1.5 millimeters of a very safe familiar travel, right? And we have then maybe something like weird something, this weirdness of 0.5 millimeter, then this weirdness of like another 0.5 millimeter, and then this like 2.5 millimeters, and then this of like 1 millimeter, and I think there was still something else. So let's do it again, because there's a lot of stuff going on. Safe. So safe, kind of safe. You're just already like pushing it. Not safe. Weird. More weird. Another something weird. Weird. Again, and then maybe, what the hell? So this, and then this. Oh my goodness, and there was another one. I pushed it on the last one, but there was another one. So, trigger, personally, no, I'm not a fan of this trigger. I don't like this trigger at all. There's way too much stuff going on. It's way too unpredictable. It's way too hard for me personally to get used to this trigger because there's just so much random stuff going on. Now, again, this gun is designed more for concealed carry, for just taking out and just bam, 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 bam at like target that is like right here, right? This is how most of the combat situations are. But still, I prefer to know my trigger, and this is not a trigger that you can easily know. This is like a very hard to know trigger. Okay, it'll take you a lot of time to figure out this trigger. So if you're okay with that, you're gonna appreciate this gun because everything else is fantastic. I think the safety features are fantastic, especially if you like the manual safety switch, you're gonna appreciate it. The best part about this handgun, the ergonomics of the grip. I mean, it feels so good in your hands. Definitely handles recoil pretty good for a 3.5-inch barrel. Overall, 5.5 pound trigger. Again, it's a pretty good weight, right, for your trigger break. I think it's pretty good. The sides are fantastic. Overall shape and dimensions and everything is pretty good. Easy for concealed carry, but the trigger, yes, if you're getting this gun, I would recommend really spending some time on the range and making sure that you do familiarize yourself with the trigger. So let me know in the comments below, guys. What do you think about this handgun? What do you think about this review? As always, thank you very much, guys, for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.